Nadine Labaki, the writer and director of the critically acclaimed film Caramel, is back with her newest film, Where Do We Go Now? And yet again shows us another side of Lebanese culture we never knew and can fall in love with. Where Do We Go Now is the moving story of a small war-torn mountainside village in Lebanon surrounded by mines, guns, and only accessible by an old narrow bridge. This small town is split into two religious halves, one side Christian, the other Muslim, both fighting to keep their faith strong. Also starring Labaki as the alluring Amal, she and her fellow women of the town work through a series of tricks to try and distract the men of the village into keeping the peace, including hiring Russian strippers, getting the men so stoned they don't know who to hate, and burying every weapon miles away from them. While the movie is slightly hard to follow and elicited a lot of conflicting emotions from me, I found the plot and the characters incredibly interesting. From the first scene, Labaki draws us in by showing us the women of this village in despair. We fall in love with them as they do whatever it takes to keep the peace. All of the women of the film have their own story about how much their faith means to them. The story takes a romantic turn, if only for a few scenes, when we meet Rabia, who is Muslim, thus the Christian Amal cannot engage him, but that doesn't stop her from giving us an imaginary taste of their love in a sweet musical number. Which I must say is the other part of this film I loved, was that in order to signal a turning point, the ladies would sing a song. My favorite in particular was about lacing the men's food with hash. To sum up, I really enjoyed this film and would definitely say it's worth the price of admission. Thoughts, Jerica?
I mean, this movie was amazing. I completely agree with you. I enjoyed every minute of it, from the beginning, opening dance number, to the ending scene where it was just like, it kind of went in a circle. I don't want to spoil anything, but you can see how it definitely went in a circle, and it wasn't a happy circle, but it was so much fun to watch. And I really enjoyed the fact that I experienced what I experienced while watching the movie.
You get really invested in like their little missions to try and like solve the peace, because at first it seemed like kind of a joke. Like, it's kind of funny that all these people in our town fight, but at the end it was just like, it was literally, we have to solve this problem, because otherwise, you know, we'll just be fighting this war forever.
And when I watched the trailer, I thought it was going to be like a comedy, because the trailer, like, they show the women and they hire strippers and they come to town, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, so it's a comedy about religious quarrels in the Middle East, like. It
had a lot of really good like intertwining of like, there's some good jokes here, but it's really, it's like a serious topic. And
I remember I sat down and I was like, I have no idea what the hell's about to happen. Like, this could be anything. And 3 seconds in, it was just tears. Like, I kept looking over at you to make sure you weren't laughing at me, because I was crying so much. It just, I got so emotionally involved with these characters and the movie and everything that was happening, and it was just so good. Go see it, everyone.
Be sure to check out our other reviews and celebrity interviews at frequencytv.com/POA. And don't forget to like our videos, because we have nothing else in our lives and we are very emotionally needy. Leave us feedback on whether or not you agree if this is worth the price of admission.